Okay, the first step that we are going to take in making a Facebook ad is making the ad itself. And in order to do that, we want to get some graphics to use. So we could just copy the image straight from your product page and go over to Photoshop. I'm using an older version of Photoshop. I bought this years ago. The newer ones are subscription based, and I really found no reason to upgrade. It's your choice what image browser you want to use, or not image browser, image editor that you want to use. That just happens to be Photoshop for me, the older version. So what you want to do is create new 1200 by 628 is the standard size for a Facebook ad, 72 pixels an inch. I like putting a white background. We will paste that. Let's see. That shadow there kind of bothers me, but stick it in the corner and you won't even notice it. To make it eye-catching, we want to stroke the outside of the ad. Go up to stroke, color. Red is obviously very eye-fetching. What this will do is that when you're scrolling through Facebook, you will be fixed to that color. It'll, instead of all the pictures coming from people's cell phones, all of a sudden you'll see one with a red border and you'll say, oh, this is different, and it'll catch your attention. And naturally, the word free will catch your attention. Let's see, do I want to make that red? That might be a little bit too loud. Green for golf. Now you want to be careful. Facebook does have some policies where they don't like 25% of the ad, any more than 25% of the ad containing text. So, you know, if you imagine your ad being divided by 4, if your ad copy, if your all the words fit into one 25% area, or actually it's 20%, not 25%, so a little bit less than a fourth of the ad, then you're okay. But you don't want to take up half the ad and say free. That's excessive and probably looks a little spammy. Facebook also likes the very fact, the fact that you disclose shipping. So this isn't truly free when you really think about it, because the people do have to pay shipping. So don't just say free and be done with it. Say free, just pay shipping. Now I'm going to find a more appropriate font real quick. Let's see what yells golf. Well, that doesn't yell golf, but it'll work. Now, you could spend hours doing this, but you shouldn't, because you need to test anyway. You need to figure out what works. So we're going to make the first ad, and then if it does well, that's great. If it doesn't, then, you know, we'll move on. We'll find what doesn't work about it. Now, this is looking pretty bland. I'm not in love with this at all. So let's see if we can spice it up. So instead of sitting through the entire design process in normal speed, I'm just going to take you through a fast capture of how we come to the final ad. I browsed through a whole bunch of pictures on the free image website, and at first I selected this one with the 4 golfers before I realized that it's pretty much targeting one very selective demographic, and I wanted to come up with something more general. So I went with this landscape shot of a golf course, and I'm taking that image from AliExpress. I'm dividing it up a little bit, putting more focus on the solo item and just erasing the white space. Now I'm just going to take that free just pay shipping and make it pop with the yellow. There we have it. There we go. Shows what you get. Shows us up up in front, and free just pay shipping. Okay, so now I want to save this, and we will be using this later. We'll be saving this as a high quality. You could save it as a PNG file. It'll be pretty large. If you save it as a JPEG, just make sure it's a pretty high quality one, so it shows up well on a Retina display. You just want it the highest quality possible, and I will save this and we will pick it back up later once we're in Facebook.